Hey, what's up guys? It's Pedro here from NewCoder.com and welcome to part 5 of building our CRUD application from scratch. So in this tutorial, we're going to be covering our server-side delete portion of our CRUD application. So to get started, let's actually code our route. So I'm just going to say app.delete, and the path that we're going to use is an express param. So I'm just going to say /ID. And this ID is going to be the ID, the primary key of the to-do document that we want to delete from our database. Next, we're going to pass in our function, our request object, our response object. Now within here, the first thing we need to do is get the ID. So I'm just going to say const to-do ID is equal to request.params.id. Next, let's actually connect to our database. So I'm just going to come down here. I'm going to say db.getDB. Then I'm going to call the collection method. We're going to pass in our collection, our to-do collection. Then I'm going to call the function find one and delete. So the first argument is the query object. So we want to find this document by the ID. So I'm just going to say ID. Then I'm going to say db.getPrimaryKey. And we're going to pass in our to-do ID. The second argument is going to be the callback function. So we're going to get an error or we're going to get the result. So let me just fix this by adding the curly braces here. Error or result. Let's see what's happening here. And this looks good. So we have our error and result. Next, we need to test to see whether or not there was an error. So if there was an error, that means we couldn't delete any. So if there was an error, what we want to do is actually print this out into the console. You can also send some kind of warning back to the user that an error has occurred. Otherwise, what we're going to do is send JSON data back to the user. So now I'm just going to save this. I'm going to go to terminal, new terminal. Let's clear this out. Node app. And our application is running. If I go to Postman, you can see that I already have this running. So we have our get to-dos route here. So I'm just going to send this again. So you guys see that these are all the to-dos within our MongoDB database. So what I need is, let's say I want to delete this to-do inserting into the database. So I'm just going to copy this primary key. We're going to go back up here. Let's paste it. So we have localhost port 3000 and the ID of the document that we want to delete. I'm going to go here. We're going to make a delete request. And now if I hit send, let's see what we get back. And this is the response that we're getting back from the server. So number deleted is 1. And you can see the value of the document that we deleted. And we get OK with the value of 1. So everything went fine. So let's actually prove this out. If I go back here, get our to-dos one more time, hit send. You can see that the document that was there is no longer there. So this is pretty much the server-side delete portion of our CRUD application. And in the upcoming tutorials, we're going to start focusing more on the front end.